Dar, me hearties, are you ready to get jinxed in the thing? It's ready. Run of the loading variety. And we're the Rhythm Café, and we're about to engage on a League of Legends story, Hextech Mayhem.
Yo, gamers, leaguers, rioters, logies. I don't know what else. Is Log a thing? Yeah.
Dar,
no,
Log.
it's LOL. It's LOL. Log is. What's the Log one?
Log is a legend of galactic heroes and contains no leagues, which means it's not seafaring in any way.
I'm on the wrong show, I think.
I feel no. Wait, did you not want to be on the Rhythm Cafes?
No, the Rhythm Cafe is fine.
Okay,
Just,
good.
The Log sounds fun too.
Oh no, Log is. A lot of people die.
I watched some of it.
Which
I don't remember where I fell off.
Oh, there is a lot of it, and it can be difficult to find an entry point, but I recommend it if you're looking for something to fall asleep to, or if you want a good space shanty.
Bodacious Space Pirates.
That's different.
That's a different show.
As well, but also still good. You see, it's not Pirate Day. I assume that this is because it's a League of Legends. It's an entire league, depth of many legends under the sea.
No, it's 20,000 leagues under the...
That was the book.
Book.
Yes. Later on, turned into a movie by one Walter Disney.
No, I could only remember the Atlantis one, and it was not good.
No, that one was, well, I mean, if you go back to the source material, Nadia...
It was a space one, but I don't know if I watched that or if I just watched things to make fun of it.
That one was a different one entirely, but it was spaced, and it was pirate-themed. You're thinking of Treasure Planet.
Yes,
or
Treasure
possibly
Planet.
Titan AE, which was like a Treasure Planet, but made by Fox.
I watched Titan A? I don't think I did. Maybe I did? No, I'm thinking of Big Robot.
Yes.
That's a different one.
Wait, are you thinking about Big Robot, or are you thinking about the Iron Giant who was a big robot?
You're right, it's the Iron Giant who was a big robot.
Not to be confused with another big robot named Big Hero 6, who was not the titular
It's also
character.
not that big.
No, he wasn't. Neither were the other heroes. They were actually most of them were quite small and beanpole-y.
Yeah. They grew up in like San Tokyo or something. It was like it was future San Francisco,
Yes,
Tokyo.
San Fran Tokyo.
Yeah.
San An Tokyo is a city slightly further down where they have the San D Tokyo Manga Fest.
Is that where Phoenix Wright happens? I think he happens in a San Tokyo in the English fandom.
You may be thinking of the Man in the High Castle, wherein the Japanese invade during World War II and set up their own system of government in San Francisco. I think that's where the Phoenix Wright games canonically take place.
This is a fun game.
I do enjoy a good round of how I think you're thinking of. We may have hit a wall, which generally is found in China, but you can build one anywhere. If you put 4 of them together and put a thing on top, it's a house. Maybe the Chinese were just trying to make a really big house.
Possibly.
Yes.
It's, or, you know, sometimes when people give you instructions and they're like, I want you to build a thing, and it may be a misinterpretation of the instructions, or somebody didn't give those instructions properly. They didn't say stop.
That's right. You need to importantly say stop, and also I have done this. Otherwise, the person giving you the instructions to build won't know that you're done.
And then they won't be able to tell you what the next steps are.
Nope. And your Pokemon will be all fucked up.
Which is probably going to happen anyway.
Yes. They're pretty self-fuck-upping, those little mons. But I don't think we're playing with Pokemon today. I'm staring this little cat creature holding a bomb in the face, and I'm curious and furious to find out what's going to happen in the game, and also when I can drop this accent.
Well, I mean, that's up to you.
Please don't leave it up to me.
Want to drop anchor on that accent?
I am going to stop talking like that right now. Good times, good times. Fun fact, the pirate accent comes from the 1950 Disney's version of Treasure Planet, where Robert Newton had exaggerated Somerset accent playing Long John Silver. Thank you, Farrowbender27, for dropping that fact on us. Now I'll never be able to unknow that.
No, you can unknow things.
Yeah. But
It's, there's a variety of ways to do it.
yeah, you know what? Let's get started on that. So we just decided we wanted to play this, right? Okay. Because
I put it on the list. You can blame me for this.
You absolutely did. Because here's a little secret: I don't know about popular things, and League of Legends definitely fits within that.
I wouldn't say you don't know about popular things. I'd say you're at a phase with knowing about popular things. So maybe you know about them later.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Also, I don't know that this game itself is particularly popular.
well,
League of Legends, sure.
it does have 19 achievements.
Arcane, the cartoon they made for League of Legends, sure. This game itself, I can't say I've actually heard a single person talk about this game. I remember when it got announced.
It does
Once,
have a
during
lot.
like one of those trailer fests. But
The Game Awards.
I can't say I've ever heard anyone be like, "Hey, have you checked out Hextech Mayhem?
A League
It's
of Legends
the
story?
best game ever." Which I mean, also doesn't really happen with a lot of rhythm games.
No.
To be fair, so
Yeah, people don't tend to know about those.
yeah, unless it's Rhythm Heaven.
And even then, I think that's.
That's kind of it's well, I mean, Taiko's a little bit more mainstream now. Like people know a little bit more about it because it's shown up so much more. I feel like if you said Samba de Amigo, depending on a person's age group,
They might know.
They
Yeah.
might. It's going to be DDR though.
Yeah,
Mostly.
I think it was. I think what we're seeing here is that television commercials and broadcast had a lot to do with making people available to see things. Now with everyone's own personal ad space put together by Netflix and your cookie trail across the internet, you're just in a bubble. Everyone's in a bubble.
Oh, I thought you were referring to social media.
Oh yeah, no, I try not to.
Every time you're anywhere, it's your own personal ad space. Welcome to the Heather and Eden Show, Rhythm Cafe.
Yeah, we don't know anything about you, and yet you're still here. Thank you.
You knew about the Kingdom Hearts rhythm game, but you didn't play it. Yeah, okay, that one's fair. Kingdom Hearts, I think, has more devoted fans.
Okay, yeah, devoted and vocal.
That's the polite way of saying it.
Yep.
Devoted fans.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's push the button.
push the button.
Get into it, and then make our decisions. Okay, good launch. Pause. Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey!
I like those people.
You know what? I think I have a feeling what kind of game this is gonna be.
Goofy and fun?
Probably.
I mean, I hope.
I mean linear in a direction.
Oh,
and
like a lot of running.
yeah. And probably, good effects too.
Due to the precise nature of Hextech Mayhem's gameplay, Bluetooth devices are not advised. Well, too bad.
But Heather, here's the fun thing. You're not playing with Bluetooth. You're playing with the 2.4 gigahertz direct connection to the USB adapter, which bypasses all that Bluetooth bullshit.
Oh, well, then, okay.
Yeah. Also makes pairing a lot easier.
The greatest bomb the world has ever seen. Invented by me!
But don't you know we have doors?
I make my own doors, Heimerdinger.
I won't let you get away with blowing a hole in my lab, and I won't let you build this bomb.
I think you already did.
Out this instant.
It's like right there.
Go forth, my beautiful bomb. Go forth and explode to your heart's content!
You know, so they only get to do that once, right?
Yeah, you should only get to do that once. All right, bombs are away now.
But there's a thing that says costumes,
Ooh,
which we can't afford.
sugar water zigs.
There's our pirate friend.
Yeah,
Guess we got to get some gears or something.
That one's a Hatsune Miku.
This one? Oh, this is what's her face from Arcane.
Ginks.
Yeah, close enough. I still need to watch like the last 3 episodes, and I've forgotten everything that's happened. So it's gonna be a weird time when I get back to that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Sort of.
Water balloons.
That's kind of fun.
I mean, yeah. What we're doing here right now, though, is basically like the same sort of thing I do when I look at Zillow.ca. It's like showing me a bunch of cool things that I absolutely can't afford.
That's the one I want.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we only need 4 gears.
All right, that can't be hard.
Don't know how we get gears.
Well,
so-
it says 0 of 50, so I think we can probably get them pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that's probably good.
This is reckless, even by your standards, Ziggs.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Oh, someone who can take a
That's a
compliment.
rock.
Okay, so we want to push A button with these.
Jumps and don't.
Down.
Jump, don't.
And then this is our X.
This will absolutely get more complicated.
Okay, we can just start.
Yeah, yes.
I was having fun though.
No. You get comfy with the physics.
Bombs.
Okay. All right, now leave.
Yes.
Oops.
Whoa!
Shall we?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you just recover by being good.
Perfect. Yes. Music to my ears. Enjoy.
All right. Seems pretty okay so
Yeah.
far.
Explosive, thank you. Action precision. Oh, I feel bad holding this controller. There's, like, I can feel the definition. Like years of skin haven't been deposited in the texture in the back. We got 49 and 50 of the golden gear. Oh, there we go.
It's good to be back, Piltover. Chaos first, questions eventually.
Yes,
Back to work.
yes,
Miss me?
no.
I did it! That's the stuff. I'm fired up.
I kind of like the get the prompts to revive.
Yeah, that's a kind of cool idea.
Like, was it Commander Video, the last one we played, the third game or whatever, you kind of like, you'll run into things and it'll take you back to like a checkpoint.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It has a really good impact when you hit things, even though that's kind of a devastating feel. But I do kind of enjoy this as a...
I feel like I wonder what's going to happen. I don't feel like, I wonder what's going to happen when we get more into the difficulty, or if they're going to add mechanics to this as well.
Yeah, there's still room for more mechanics. So, do we? Oh, we don't have the things.
They're not. We don't have the right kind of gear.
All right, fine. Boom service. Oh yes, I see. We got gold gears, blue gears, and some sort of adorable-looking gear.
Platinum gear.
Possibly.
Yeah. The puns are definitely there.
More than a feeling. Yeah, all right.
Heimerdinger isn't the only inventor in town.
Well, that would be weird, actually, if he was.
Bombs away!
Well, this is a fantasy story setting, so
What the?
generally those only do allow one type of person to be allowed in the city at one time.
Yeah, but I think the city's in, if it's the same city, I thought it was, I thought there was a school involved here, so, like, I don't know, I just assumed there'd be...
Oh, more inventors, yes.
Yeah.
Not that we need to go bomb the school.
Oh, no.
Alright. It's that. You there! You dropped this!
Just him.
Bummer! Special delivery!
Hey.
Excellent!
Now, you seem to know a little bit about this game. Cambo's asking if this is originally a Netflix exclusive game thing.
Not that I remember. I think the, I'm pretty sure the ad I saw for this was for the Switch. Originally. So I don't think this was Netflix exclusive.
Okay.
I mean, we're playing on Steam
Well, I
now,
mean,
so
things
it
can be
definitely came out later.
Yeah, things can be exclusive and then not be.
But usually I kind of remember a game being Netflix exclusive because Netflix won't shut up about it. I wonder if there are settings.
Yeah. Wow. If there are settings and we can turn off character sound.
Yeah, that's mostly what I was thinking. I'm seeing costumes, selecting of things. If I push this button,
Yeah. Usually there's like an options of any kind in a
do
game.
you know any kind of buttons that would work?
Well, I mean,
That's
we
usually the hamburgers.
pushed all the buttons. I mean, if we quit game. No, that'll probably just take us out to the main level.
Like it just started and this is where it took us, right?
Yeah. Assemble. Aha!
Ah!
Okay, normal stuff. Audio. Oh.
What? Hi there, hi there.
Goodbye.
Oh
voice.
god, listen to you scream to your death in the distance is beautiful. No vibration. Nice to have some accessibility. Maybe we'll just turn on the subtitles. now that
Since,
we- yeah.
since we turned off the voice.
Ah, okay. This is immediately more.
I like that you and I had the same thing we wanted to turn off. And it was just like, I just need to know where settings are. Yeah, I'd like to turn that thing off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the music's not half bad. It's got kind of an interesting, it gets busier as you kind of go along quality. I don't think it's anything to write home about. But
yeah.
it's fine.
Yes, it is. It does do what it says, or does what it's supposed to, which is create music. I'm gonna laugh with you, Heather. Aesthetically, none of this vibes with me. This is like the anti-Ian aesthetic.
That's fair.
But it is tight. Okay, I gotta hit the prompts. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Wait, should I do it in his voice? Up! Ow! Down, up, down, down, down! Bomb!
Been watching 5 seconds to this bit trip without the visual cleanness. Yeah, there's definitely more going on. I feel like it's also kind of missing the bit trip silliness.
Yeah,
Like it's trying to do its own.
it has its own silliness, which
But like bit trip has like things with eyes on it just in the random background, which I don't know would suit this at all.
I know someone in the chat earlier asked, are we supposed to know who these characters are? And the more that we play, I think we actually are supposed
Yeah,
to
I
know.
think ideally you already know League
Yes.
of some kind because
Mr. League.
they've made a couple other spin-off games. I don't. Well, maybe spin-off's not the right. Different genre games.
No, I call them spin-offs, yeah.
Because I don't know how they relate in their own story, or if they have story. I've never paid attention outside of when Legal gets some new characters and they do a thing, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Oh, that's that game. Well, I'm not playing that because I don't have any interest in. It's a MOBA. Is that technically what it's called?
You know what? The names of games have changed so much in just the past 5 years. I couldn't tell you what a 4X is, or a mobile. I at least know is a mobile online. Massive online battle arena.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that relates to jungling. So.
Yeah, no clue. So I've never really been into it. Again, like I watched some Arcane because I was like, well, that's something. But as far as I know, those stories are all separate. They probably should be. In terms of like, I mean, maybe they're connected. Maybe they really are. But they seem like they're complete on their own. Which I feel like they probably should be, because I doubt everyone's going to do every single League-related thing. Unless they are. I don't know. I don't know Leaguers.
No, and I don't know what the incentive is either. Like, if you do all the things, do you get a special skin?
I mean, maybe.
Like for your body?
I think they just call that a cat suit.
Let me slip into my skin for the evening here.
You know Catwoman?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well-known gamer and leaguer. That's how she got that skin.
No, when I was
Unless I'm talking about the one from the movie where she made her own, which I'm not, because that one's just creepy.
when I was on an exchange, or not an exchange, a summer like camp for nerds type thing, one of the other nerds at the camp invited me out to go shopping with her because she found a place where she could try on a cat suit before buying it.
That's fair.
And I was too much of a nerd with social anxiety to know what she was asking.
Remember, but in Bit Trip Runner, I don't remember it having markers for all the different things you're supposed to do, because it was like, oh, you run into obstacles that say stop on them, you're gonna have to kick those.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like this game has so much going on, it has to give you the markers.
I think it also is I'm not saying dumbing down, but it's simplifying for people who maybe this is their first rhythm game.
Sure, but like if you look at like where the jump buttons are, there's no incentive to jump at those spots except for the gear, so you're not jumping over anything really. And I'm like, if you took all the visuals out of this and they told you, hey, this is why you're doing this action, I'm not sure they could, for one thing. But I also don't know that you could visually tell where you're supposed to be doing
Actually,
things.
I'm going to start at the beginning here too, because there's something I wanted to point out. Is that I think there are gears, yes, like that one, that you can't get unless you are freestyling, I guess? Like that one there.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to believe that this character is Mr. League of Legends until told otherwise. I am also now closing all of my forms of communication. Ooh, that's a platinum one. I want to go. No!
I'm curious, actually.
Yeah, yep.
If you don't recover,
How much do we win? This guy just spin.
interesting.
Here we go. What?
I guess technically you've completed the level.
Yep.
That's kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay. I think in a way, yeah, it is. It is like it's somewhat like an easier game and not an easier game at the same time. I don't know. There's part of me that looks at this and I get because I'm not really familiar with League in enough way to be like, oh man, they got this in it. That makes me excited. It just kind of feels like I am playing a weird runner ripoff that misses the point.
Yeah, with a lot of stuff that's making it very difficult to play. Boom. Extraordinary.
Oh, I hear it now.
Heist and Diced Gizmo Jambit.
Oh, hey, we're in space.
Oh, nice. Oh, free. Ah, this is where we learn to.
Some mayhem and 2 days when something. Good places to toss a bomb. Oh, like back here. Okay, I can kind of hear where you want to put it in the example of this music, but I'm not sure if it's a good example.
Get that gear. It's a wrap. Back to Boom Shack. I'm curious here. No. You got those songs on the right there. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's DLC.
Well, nope. I made myself.
mouse.
Yeah. I also. Wait a minute. Oh, right. This is the in Steam browser. Get out. Back to game. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't pick up the DLC. I didn't think we'd care.
No. That song actually made me irrationally angry when it came out too. Ah! So many gears.
Which is pretty funny because I'm pretty sure a lot of Hextech basically runs on magic.
Hey, Heather, as someone who's lived through the steampunk era, gears does not automatically mean science.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a steampunk world. It's gears for the sake of gears.
Yep.
Yeah. I like to call that cosplay steampunk because you can get actual steampunk
Yeah.
where they care. Where they care. It's like the difference between the SCA and a Ren Fair,
Yes.
right?
Like, quite frankly, people who are steampunk are probably not steampunk, they're foamers. These are people who like trains.
Having watched and liked Arcane, you have no idea what Hextech is. It's what they called the thing that they made.
Ah.
They were like, oh, it's the Hextech. Which, as far as I could tell, was magical portals that allow us to transport things. Also, that magic is tied to something that's probably evil and bad. Again, I haven't watched the last 3 episodes. Stuff is bad.
You're describing the Wheel of Time.
Oh, good. Now I don't have to read the books.
Ah.
There's a lot of them.
I mean, I haven't. But the TV show's great, honestly.
I've seen. Oh my goodness. There's like, there's people who will like tear their book covers off and rebind them with like fancier books.
Right.
And sometimes for a book series, they'll try to put the whole book series together. And the Wheel of Time one is amazing.
Oh, just as one full.
Because it's just this
Yes.
huge thing. And it's like one, and it's like on a book, like it's like you could definitely kill a person.
I
with
love
it,
that.
like, several people with that. Yeah. I love watching crafts like that. It's not a thing I'd want to do, but the fact that somebody else does, great.
Yeah, I think that's something I thought of doing on Tinker Tailor at some point in the future, was doing it rebinding. Or at the very least, stab binding, something of my own.
Yeah, I mean, you can do some pretty simple stuff without buying a lot of
Oh, yeah.
things, which is pretty cool.
But it does give me an excuse to buy a bone folder.
Those are just nice to have.
And one of the most badass named tools there are. It folds bones? Oh no.
I went down, and I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I've seen some people go with rebinding of books all the way from just like some simple bindings to they make their own stencil work and redo like the entire book cover. Yeah, a lot of them are really impressive.
I mean, if you're going to be embossing with gold, I'm immediately on board.
Yeah.
Mayhem. Boom. Battle rockets, eating beats, big top zigs. I think we're going to go to a circus, Heather.
I already thought we were at one. Just given how the music goes.
Yeah, a little. I mean, it's been a while since I've been to a circus, so. And I don't really recommend going to circuses, because there are two types left, right?
Yeah.
There's your animal exploitation circuses, which I absolutely do not in any way recommend.
And then there's the French one.
Yeah, Cirque du Soleil, which has its own issues.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. They're supposed to be in town soon. They're doing some sort of ice skating thing.
Okay.
I think either April or May. I can't remember. I know I saw an ad at a bus stop.
I've only been to the horse one, which really felt like, hey, are you a horse girl but also want to enjoy this? Here we go. Nope.
Ian Chat wants to know if you're a horse girl.
Yeah, I am unfortunately not a horse girl.
Okay.
My 4-H experience was on the motors, not in the barrel racing. I don't think I've ever even met barrel racers.
These people who get into barrels and just roll down the hill.
That sounds much cooler. No, the barrel racing is where you race your horse around inside of the arena, and there's barrels, and there's a route that you have to go around. It's actually kind of hardcore.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I just, but based off the name, that's all I could think.
Yeah. All right, everyone get into your barrels. Now roll yourself into the river. We're going to Niagara. Oh yeah, and then there's Shenyun, China Before Communism, which from the podcast I listened to is really only appropriate to lose your virginity at. Other than that, it's best avoided. Because yeah, put on by an actual cult. Up, down, up, down, up, down, down.
I got the platinum one. Whatever one that is.
Okay. Hey!
I got it.
We need 3 more to become a commander video.
I saw it and I was like, oh, can I get? I did. Yay.
Wait a minute.
Gotta
China?
beat 10 levels. Oh no.
Do we just do it again?
Maybe. Is it happy?
No.
Oh, we need 400 gold.
Oh, 400 gold gears.
Yeah, beat 10 levels is something we've done.
Okay.
We need more gold gears.
Well, back to the grind.
I mean, we might as well go to the earlier levels.
Maybe we can get some more of those platinum gears in
Yeah.
those, if they pop up anywhere. Boo. Toad make its tutorial again. Good point, Juliamon. Yeah, we did basically skip one level.
Oh, did we?
Well, we did complete it,
Oh,
but
right.
I didn't do much to do so.
Right. I forgot the test level. No.
Ouch. Oh no, because the gear!
Yeah.
I am not disagreeing with this decision.
I have very specific goals now. Probably should have threw the bomb and then done the down. There we go.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I still get
Yep.
it.
And it's basically done.
It's all I wanted. It's all I needed.
And it's all we get.
Yep.
All right. Ah. I need that. Okay, let's beat.
I mean, we could go back to the level that we definitely
Did
didn't
we not
get.
have 400 gears? Yeah. Which
we
one
don't.
was that?
I'm gonna
Actually,
guess the one that said 23 out of 50.
That seems. Yeah. That seems likely. Oh, so it's not just golden gears. You want unique golden gears
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Well.
It's gonna be that kind of game.
Was that man beatboxing?
Maybe.
Gonk!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we were playing Commander Video, it would tell us which of these gears we already had.
Yeah. He just like looks like Rocket Raccoon if I didn't like him.
Keeps reminding me of Bubsy.
Ooh, yeah. And nobody thinks about Bubsy these days. Mother.
Okay, what's something? This one. I mean, I did like the original Bubsy.
I don't think I've
was
ever.
a child, and there were not many games out.
Oh, I definitely haven't played Bubsy, but I definitely, again, devoured the Nintendo Power issue where Bubsy was featured.
Yeah, see, I don't think I would want to play whatever the remake thing they brought out is. Probably. But I do kind of have a fondness for the original one I played on the Sega.
Right, they did sing it.
Because I don't know, there's something kind of fun about the whole your power-ups were like t-shirts and you were fighting some sort of a hairball planet thing or whatever.
It really was a golden age of side-scrolling mascot-based character games.
Yeah. I also really like Rystar.
Yeah. Like
I
even
was trying to get the thing.
even Cool Spot was cool.
Yeah, Rystar was one of my favorite Sega games. I worked really hard to get to the end of that. All right. That is definitely a lot up from where we were, so maybe...
There we go, yes.
We want to take a break first, though?
Let's get one more round in here and then we'll take our break.
Okay.
Yeah, I will beat the street. That's, you know what? That's a called shot that's not happening. You ever want to see Babe Ruth make himself look like an idiot? Well, this is kind of like that. Only I think I'm more handsome.
I'm gonna say, I'm glad we only put this game down for 1 week.
What's that man doing?
Sleeping.
Yep. Just like I was at the driving wheel there. Steering wheel. It's called a steering wheel. No one calls it a driving wheel.
We've all played much worse. Of course we have. I'm just glad this one, I wouldn't say this is a bad game necessarily so much as it's not a game I care about.
Yep.
Overall.
Yeah.
It's not bad enough to not play for the rest of this show. For me.
Well, you're saying that on air. Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing here.
I mean, if you want, we can swap.
Nah.
But
let's power through, and let's also take this time to take a short break. Get up, swap your legs. Just do it. I don't care. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Rhythm Cafe. We're playing more of League of Legends, Hextech Mayhem. Wait, no, Hextech Mayhem, a League of Legends story, TM. And I'm gonna give it a one-line review here. This is actually a shout out to all y'all Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra Season 1 fans. Unlike Bolin, this does not make me LOL.
Okay.
Yeah. At the end of every episode in the first season, they had this, like, it was, I guess, trying to get you to log on to some sort of Toonami or whatever network was on bullshit, and they had lines of reviews from social media or what have you, and one of them was just, Bolin makes me LOL.
Ah, okay.
And this does not make me want to LOL in either senses of the word.
I see.
Nickelodeon, okay.
More likely it was Nickelodeon, yeah.
So yeah, that is a phrase that's been burned into my psyche that I will take to my grave.
Well, maybe when they come out with the next series, they won't do that.
I mean, they did stop eventually.
They're working on another episode.
I know, I'm excited. Just thinking about it too the other day, seems like a real strange take to say that the Avatar is unable to ascend because they are tied specifically to the Earth and its cycle of rebirth. It's a pretty heavy concept to drop on 7-year-olds in the last 8 episodes of your TV series. Corvus says they should get James Cameron to direct an episode just for the sake of confusion. I've seen Avatar: The Way of Water, and James Cameron has putting together enough confusion all on his own for this.
I, for one, don't want any more confusion or any more live-action Avatar movies.
Oh,
Airbender.
yeah,
at
definitely,
the very
definitely.
least.
I mean, yeah, James Cameron could probably. I mean, he should finish his cycle. Jake Sully.
As long as I don't have to watch them.
I was going to say, no one's making you watch anything, but is that true? Oh, you...
We have to
get 3...
build Whammer Jammer V1. Well, can we do that? It's on the Whammer...
Oh, yeah, the hangar.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's that one, right?
Assemble!
Okay.
Oh, good. Yeah, we did it. Yep.
We did it.
Heimer time.
No one is forcing me to watch movies. In fact, I've told Beach several times to stop trying to sell me on an anime and just let me watch the first episode, because the more he talks about it, the more I don't want to watch it. Just because sometimes he's been reading the manga, so he'll like tell me so much that I'm like, well, why am I watching any of it now?
Oh, well, you need to hear about watching it, because otherwise you won't keep watching it as long as you need to get to the good part.
Okay, takes away the color coding.
I whammed my jammer.
You ran out of health.
You take a stab, because this is interesting. It feels bad. Excellent.
He's really missing that, isn't it?
Do you think there are people out there who turn off the Commander video vocals?
Never.
I assume that that's him speaking, right?
I hope so.
Juliamon asks who the hell would want to turn off Charles Martinet, aside from Nintendo Incorporated? I don't know.
So, why did this whole boss fight feel completely devoid of any joy? Like, I feel like I did a task and not played a game.
Well, we didn't know who the guy was, and I don't blame us turning off the audio because it didn't tell us in the subtitles. But I think mainly it was the heavy feeling of the controls that were already heavy to begin with in this game, and it just made it more plompy, I think, if I can coin a term.
Like, I'm thinking of what the boss fights are like in Runner, and they feel interesting and like a little bit of havoc, and I feel like they're trying for that, but they're not hitting that.
Yeah, there is so much attempted whimsy in this game that is just not landing for me. I might be for you at home, might be for you here, but it doesn't feel like it.
Not for me. No.
Well, let's keep it crunching.
I don't know. I thought there'd be something more interesting in this boss fights. The mill impressive bomb, the greatest bomb, even all the bombs of the bomberies, and ever to be a bomb. To thank you for building a bomb.
Haha, no, I'm making more bombs, big bombs. I already have another bomb behind me. Haha, it's going to explode. See? I kept talking.
Ugh, man, you can't possibly be. Yep. No,
Oh no, I'm still talking. Yeah, we're going to talk about teamwork. Do not put your fingers there on me. Hi, handshake.
Oh, I can see you drawing. Yes. Oh no. What? No, I don't get it. No, look, I'm a professor. I don't build bombs. That's not the kind of professor I am. I teach psychology. Not really. It's mostly just so that I have tenor, so I can do things I want.
That was a bad use of the Wilhelm. And so I'm just not going to respond.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go brush my mustache.
Oh man, I hope. Did we actually kill the protagonist? Oh, okay. I guess now we need... Oh, no, that was the Lorax who we just kicked the ass of, it looks like.
Yes.
I'm the Lorax. I got kicked in the knees.
Super bomb jump. Press and release.
Hold
So it's a
and-
hold
yep.
button.
Everything's bombs with this guy, isn't it?
Yeah, that... Ian, do you see this is what happens when somebody gets a hobby that makes it their entire personality?
But I don't need Gundam to jump.
No, you need to push the play button.
Oh, let's start that again. Gimme! Sure, I got it.
I just feel like almost every stage has been the same song.
It does also feel that way.
And I can't tell if that's true or not. I think a couple of them have been different, but they all seem the same to me.
Well, they all have been different in the way that every episode of Scooby-Doo is different. Technically, the pieces have been mixed up in a different way than the last time, but it's still the same sounds and the same characters doing the same things. I guess until John Cena shows up.
I guess I'm just missing some of that weird music we were getting in Super Crazy Rhythm Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Zipples and the Zobbles or whatever that song did.
Frog and what, Hippo was it?
Yeah, I think it was Frog and Hippo.
Yeah, Hippo and that song is probably one of the best rhythm songs I've heard in a game. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
Phonic Boom. Hooked on phonics.
Jessica Engel says, I feel that way about the menu at Taco Bell. It's basically all the same components, just rearranged and reassembled. Yes, but at least in that sense, since all the... everything tastes good mixed together in different ways there. It's hard to mess up sour cream, ground beef, tomatoes, onions, and corn chips? Yeah.
Sure. Goodbye.
I don't even think you can compare a game like this to Guitar Man or its music. And Super Crazy Rhythm Castle also, it would be unfair to both of those games to compare them.
They really should bring back Guitar Man.
Yes. And they kind of did, in my opinion, with Starstruck.
Fair.
It feels like a spiritual successor to it. Even if it is 100% its own thing. I keep forgetting I need to go back and revisit that game on my own time to
Yeah.
get a different ending. I just feel like I put the characters through so much already that it's...
I think it's like I really want to make sure I have some time to really sit down and play it.
Yeah, it's...
And I haven't really had that yet.
No. It's a thinky game, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I need to take a weekend retreat.
Yeah, and just play that game.
Go play this
Go
video
into
game.
go into a cabin in the woods to play a Starstruck Prologue.
Yeah.
Okay, so just do the thing again. Jump down. Don't.
Okay. Also, we need more games to do what Rhythm Heaven Megamix did. And give us a pet goat to feed.
Yes. Sorry. First thing I think of is Tibby.
I generally think of Timmy's mom first. And the fact that that game had like 3 endings.
Yes. There's no such thing as a perfect game, but you can get close.
I mean, it's very rare that we get out sillied by a video game. And I feel like that one did it.
They did it, yeah. What a...
Many planks. All right. Seems a little wooden.
I should say out loud that the modern Scooby-Doo movies and things like Mystery Incorporated have absolutely been doing a great job mixing up those ingredients in new and interesting ways. Bummer. Done and done. I'm sure the mayhem means something, but I'm not curious.
I think that's just because of the explosions.
Wow, this one is the first one that has a like a sound to it that feels like a bit trip. Did I not do the thing?
You have no idea what's happening, or at least very little idea? I know you came in late, Storm God, but let me catch you up. This character that we're playing really likes explosions and bombs. He's very cartoonish. He's maybe evil, hard to tell. He's another character, a professor. I think he's trying to impress.
Maybe?
Does not want him to be making bombs. but he does not seem to be doing anything to stop him. I'm not really sure what the boss fight we did was about.
I think that was the professor telling us not to do the thing,
Oh, maybe.
but we did it anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about as clueless as you are.
Yep.
We also don't really know. Ooh, gold.
That is a rating I got. Happy Boom Day.
810. How many do we have? Oh, we have
808.
808. Okay.
And Heartbreak.
Okay, so there's like 75. I don't know if it's this one. This one seems like it has a lot. You can't make me
Yep.
learn two things.
Especially not a second time.
See? Look at all the learning I didn't do there.
You gotta bust those out with a bomb, probably. Wow.
Nope. Wrong button.
The whole aesthetic gives me something that I like. This feels like what Discworld should be like, except if it was made by DreamWorks.
That sounds like a bad thing.
This isn't a good game.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Is that enough for that? Oh yeah, it got
Oh,
all
hey,
happy.
great. Thank you. I will have a happy Boom Day in 4 days. Yeah. I hope I don't
That's
explode.
That's a long time to hold it in.
Sorry.
But
Oh, trying to make a joke about tantric farting. Sometimes you just gotta say it.
every time like you hit a wall, there's just a thing inside of me that's like, yeah, that's a mood.
Yep.
Got out of bed, tried to walk 3 steps, hit the corner of the bed, fall over, dead now.
Actually, I think a lot of it too is that because there's so much going on the screen, I don't know why I'm pushing the buttons to do what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's just it's too busy in what's going on.
This is one of the things that CP did best in the Bitrit games is not making you have to see a button over top of an obstacle. It trains you what the obstacle is and what to do with it. Rather here, it's like. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that was actually a late game thing in development to make it easier for the player.
I'm wondering if they got the license to do this or if they were contracted to make this game.
Oh, this feels like a contracting.
Yeah.
I think Riot, as they often are, said to themselves, we got a lot of money. We want to make a endless runner. Who do we call about that? Who's the best at that?
And then what did they tell them to muck it up? By which I mean like the executives or...
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Because I just don't feel like these are all the devs' decisions. Or they had not a lot to work with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this feels like we did the best we could with the instructions we were given.
Yeah.
The constant contradictory instructions over the entirety of the development process. But hey, that's just me theorizing. Also, you know what? I'm coming around to disliking the way of bringing it yourself back after death because I feel like I'm not ever learning anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because when we play runners, sometimes we're like, oh, that thing that happened there, die before you hit the checkpoint so you can try to do this section again because you missed a thing.
And when you do a thing, you feel a sense of satisfaction because like, oh yeah, I finally got through that area. That's been so hard.
Runner also lets you jump over the check marks so you don't activate.
Really?
I'm pretty sure like that was a thing you could do if you wanted it to be like harder.
That sounds like a thing they could do.
This just doesn't have checkpointing at all. $75.
Steam reviews seem pretty positive. Well, wouldn't be the first time Steam reviews were wrong.
I mean, I also don't doubt that there are people who like this game.
Yeah.
It's just not me.
And that's exactly it, you know. I don't honestly want to yuck anyone's yum, but I gotta say something is one of those things. Because we are here on air. And treat our opinions as our opinions. Now I'm really curious about the music production for this game. Like if this was handled in the house with CP, or if this was done by Riot's composers, or if it was done by ZP based on instructions or in-game. Like I don't know what League of Legends music sounds like other than the music videos, which I really had to start avoiding after the first one made me actually angry.
Okay, that's an improvement. 982, I think that's, yeah, there we go.
Okay, this is not like any internal wall music. Interesting.
They do farm out a lot of music for other stuff. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't necessarily have to be either of those groups.
Free gear. Why am I having such a hard time with those hold notes?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It feels like there's a different point where I take my hands off or will grab them. So I miss them quite a bit.
Huh. Huh. Well, at least I got all three of the blue gears?
I also find, like, okay, we've played a lot of rhythm games that have, like, a freestyle kind of format where maybe there's extra notes you need to grab, but they won't tell you where they are. See if you can kind of figure out, like, where extra beats are, but you won't get punished if you find them. You get generally something else if you do. And I mean, Runner's got some of that too, where it's like there's extra things you can kind of try to get. And I feel like they're trying to go for that. But I feel like every time I try to go off that path, I just get confused as to where I even am.
Huh.
In the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely, if you make the wrong improvisation, you can ruin being on the path that they expect.
I just realized we were supposed to be on this side.
Okay.
It's clearer for there's a thing we cover.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
Music?
10:30.
Music is by Stemage, who did the music for Steven Universe. Huh. I mean, I know most of my favorite Steven Universe tracks are the ones done specifically by Rebecca Sugar themselves. But a good composer is flexible and can match any style. Oh no, this is not Brago's work. Okay, this is someone else's. They got shoved off to Arcane. I was going to mention it earlier too, and I completely forgot. But apparently, Sakurai got nominated for a game award, not nominated, but won a game award in Japan just this past week.
Oh.
Not for any games he's done, but for his YouTube channel talking about the process of making games.
Cool.
Yeah. But the reason I wanted to bring it up was because he said one of those things that I've been trying to scream out loud for the past 10 years is that if you're a game developer in Japan, don't try to Americanize your games. Make your games for the audience you want to, in that particular respect, for Japanese people. Because there are a lot of Americans who don't want Americanized games. They specifically want Japanese games.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a trend.
Yep. And so, yeah. If he's saying it, hopefully people will listen.
Okay, cool. So that did open that.
Sure.
It's been a little while since I looked at his YouTube channel. I heard he was like winding it down.
I think, according to what according to the article I was reading, he had it wound down since 2024.
Oh, okay. I remember watching a video where he said he was working on wrapping it up, and but he had a bunch of videos still made, so it was gonna be some time.
Damn.
I go through fits and spurts on YouTube. I follow a few people. I will ignore YouTube for months. I'll go onto YouTube and be like, oh, okay, and then I'll catch up on everything.
I'm just like YouTube king, my man. I've got videos for months, but I'm done making them. Way to actually have content available for the future. Yeah, he did put his own money into making that channel, which is just a really cool thing to do. Mm-hmm. Especially like for a actual educational channel with information that is essentially evergreen, I think.
Yeah. At least the majority of it has to be. Like categories as well, that he like little banners that would show up that'd be like, okay, we're talking kind of more about this thing, or so you could kind of pick and choose if you had a specific interest.
That's really cool.
You want to just spend the last 15 minutes talking?
Yeah, I would much rather
Yeah.
do that.
Honestly, I just looked at the game and I'm like, I gotta go unlock 5 more things to unlock this thing to do this other thing, and I don't care.
I don't even want to listen to the music anymore,
Yeah.
which is why I put down.
Yeah.
I was going to say that this is the first time in a long time that playing the game has just felt like work.
It's just not. Yeah, I'm not enjoying it.
You know what? Let's change the topic 100% completely. What games are you playing right now that, not necessarily even rhythm games, that are making you happy?
Well, I just finished Veilguard. I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun. And I'm in the middle of Super Mario Brothers Wonder right now.
Ooh, okay.
Which is actually a really interesting game because they do give you like mechanics and then they kind of just don't bother with them for a while. 'Cause they're like, yeah, we did the thing.
I was thinking just the other day, yesterday actually, during the Loading Ready live discussion on video games, or the quiz on video games, The Matrix, thinking a lot about Mario 64. And I don't know how that didn't get a 10 out of 10 from any publication, because it's just such a good example of nailing everything that's great about that particular style and franchise of games up to that point. That there are so many mechanics that are available to you that you get introduced through the game, but you can absolutely just figure out on your own by experimenting in that initial world. And it's it always feels fun too.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like I don't need every video game to be a fun time.
But it's going to be interesting.
But yeah, it needs to be interesting.
Engaging.
And I do need some games to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely want some games
I have to have some games to be fun.
Definitely want some games to be sad too and introspective. I mean, for that example, Starlight Prologue wouldn't be the game it is unless it was a introspective, deeply internally sad game with a very silly exterior.
I think too when I go back to play that game again to get the other ending, I'm gonna want to be more aware of like looking around for things to try to find some of those guitars
Yes.
and stuff because they were in areas that got blocked off in places we couldn't go back to, and I wasn't aware that it was going to be that kind of game.
Because we have a format here that we deal with in streaming. It's not playing for yourself, but it's you play differently. I was also thinking a bit about, again, what we were talking about, games that subvert your expectations for specific characters, and how that can be a bad thing, or in this instance specifically, where you're running into characters who you don't know, and I don't think knowing anything about whatever this guy's name is, I've forgotten, and I don't remind because I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't think knowing anything about him would have helped.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're meant to really.
Yeah. But I compare that in my mind to another game I haven't played. What is it? Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. And I've heard some criticisms about that game being that it doesn't have enough of the serious side of the Yakuza games to make it that dichotomy against each other. But it does feel like a game where you can just jump into it without knowing who Majima is.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a couple of podcasters talk about that game, and that has been because I haven't played a Yakuza game outside of the parts we've played for Rhythm Café. And that is the one I've been most interested in just nabbing because I'm like, wait, you just get on a pirate ship and you just grab other people to be part of your pirate ship and nobody cares? That sounds fine.
Yep, and I feel like that's, once you get into the game and start playing it, you're going to start falling in love with the characters because it is a narrative game at its heart. And that's going to be, for better or worse, your entry into the Yakuza franchise as you want to, play more games with these characters. I'm playing Homeworld right now, or at least I've been trying to. I don't have much. I've been spending too much time working on my models, but
Familiar with Homeworld.
Oh man, okay.
What's it for?
PC.
Okay.
Which is why I'm only playing it now, because when it came out, when I was 14 to 16, I can't remember exactly how much,
okay,
but
retro. Got
yeah,
it.
it's a 3D game. It's a 3D RTS.
set in space. And so one of the things that sets it apart from the other RTSs of the time, like Warcraft and Command and Conquer, is that it has that third dimension of height off of the galactic plane. So you can send your dudes underneath on above and below on a pincer movement rather than just straight in, which is, I guess, kind of what Myth did on the Mac. But I remember spending so many hours when we were, when our parents would go off to do shopping at the mall and you didn't want to follow them. So you went directly to Babbage's or whatever computer store was there and you watched the demos on the PCs. Yeah, because the keyboards were never hooked up. Or there was a password or what have you, but yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now, game-wise.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really wanted to, Veilguard's was about 65 hours for me.
Wow.
Which is pretty on the longer side of what I'll play these days, but I don't want to sit down. A lot of the other games I have, kind of sitting on the stack are longer games, and I don't want to start anything before I disappear in April. So, I don't want to do that thing. I always do this. I'm like, I'll just sit down and play this RPG. It'll be fine. And then I come back, even a couple weeks later, sometimes I have to start over.
Yeah, don't know. And because you have to start over, that's another 2 hours because that's the amount of time it takes for you to get past to the first save point. Yeah, I've definitely felt that way about games sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially ones that I play on stream. Where I'm like, okay, are we gonna get to
a game that you're playing on stream where you're like, I have no idea where the save point is, and especially in this office where it's one thing when you're at home and you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave the computer running and whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm too tired, and it's a completely other thing when you're in the office here and you're like, somebody needs to get into this room in the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna lose an hour of progress.
It's gonna be terrible. Or you could have my particular prop and be playing older games that when you turn off the monitor and that changes the resolution of the game wigs out and crashes immediately. So you come back in a week's time and like, oh, the program has ended unexpectedly and there's no save.
I don't play scary games. Except for that one time I played Gone Home.
This wasn't... I don't think Yakuza 0 is a scary game. Very quickly, while we're here, where can people find you when you're not on the channel?
I have Twitch over at twitch.tv/LunarJade. I'm also on youtube.com/LunarJade. It's where I put stuff if I ever get back to it. How about you, Ian?
I'm over at tiltyhouse.com or tilty.house. You can check us out there and check out the podcast Hey, Check It Out, where Corey and friends inflict movies on each other and evaluate them in a critical manner. It's good stuff.
We should mention, there's the patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, of course. But we really do need to mention the fact that there's a big warehouse moving sale going on at store.loadingreadyrun.com.
Huge discounts, the likes of which you may never see again on Loading Ready Run merchandise.
Honestly, now is a good time to do it. If there's some stuff there that's not on sale, I'd really recommend grabbing it now because after the sale is over, there'll be a period of time in which we won't be able to sell things just for a bit while we're sorting stuff out.
Yep.
And
of course, there's never a guarantee that anything will come back if it's been sold out. So don't necessarily wait for any more discounts. If you see something you like, grab it now. It would be my recommendation. What have you gotten from the store lately on the sale? Because I'm
trying to remember. I grabbed another Bike Club T-shirt because mine's got a hole in it, and I got another Lurzipa hoodie.
Oh, actually, one question here for you. Do you remember correctly if the Desert Bus merchandise is on?
Yes, it is.
Great. Okay.
The Desert Bus merchandise is available and also, I believe, marked down.
Good. Okay. Yeah, because that's a bunch of stuff I needed to fill my holes. Sorry. Holes in my collection. I needed to fill the holes in my collection. And got myself
that stuff is definitely if you haven't gotten Desert Bus stuff, now is definitely the time to get it because we don't. The reason that there's stuff hanging out is it's stuff that we haven't We just haven't sold, but we don't intend to reprint
Yeah. So I mean,
for
and
previous years.
and stuff you can't really get any other way, like the challenge coins, for the various years. We don't tend to
Or the pins.
make them. Yep.
If any of the pins are on sale and you're really into penny arcade trading, good time to get some trades.
Super cheap
stuff.
pins right now that we've got.
So,
if you want that.
yeah.
If you and if you're trying to fill out your poster collection from 1 to 10 or 10 to whatever the year was, there's 2 10 poster sets. Grab those because those will probably never be reprinted again in that format.
Not like that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, there's also some other stuff on there like that's I don't think it's particularly on sale, but the Lure logo shirt in orange was an Australia PAX exclusive that we put up. There were some old Kickstarter shirts I think got put in there. There is a new set of Corpline patches that we had made and hadn't put up yet, and then stuff happened and we had to move, so those are just like online now, kind of without the fanfare I think we really wanted to give them.
Beach just added the Road Quest emoji Raglan for sale.
Oh,
that something?
well, there you go.
Oh, speaking of patches too, if you want to get, if you missed out on the loading ready run amenity pack, including patches, food shovel devices, and eye masks, that's also something else that you can
Yeah, I think that's there too. Yeah.
round out your collection.
Yeah, I haven't been totally keeping track. I know some stuff sold out. We have DVDs still. It would make great coasters.
DVDs and the dice vaults and dice trays, of which origin shall not be named. Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of good times to get loading ready run merch.
Yeah.
Dice.
We have filled up our obligation of time.
So that's going to do it for Rhythm Cafe for this week. Let's, you know the deal. Check us out at loadingreadyrun.com for links to all the stuff we do.
What? I mean, because I've already said it. I'm gone for April, which means Ian is on his own here. Do you do you have a plan? What are you playing next week?
You know what? I wrote it down so I wouldn't have to remember. So if you want to find out what I'm playing in 24 hours time, check out loadingreadyrun.com/live to a link to our schedule that you can put in your own calendars and find out what I'm playing. I think it's Music Killer, Music Viller, something. And then after that, I've got 4 weeks of a narrative game. We'll see if we go all 4 weeks.
Do you want to know the name of that game?
You know what? Sure. Yeah, give it to me.
Everhood 2.
Right, Everhood. We did do. You know what? I watched the trailer, and I'd completely forgotten everything about Everhood 1. And I thought,
That's okay. We didn't get very far into it.
Everhood 2 seems like it might be a good time. We're going to find out. And if it's not a good time, then we're going to be playing something else. Quite possibly the game with the big bird where we walk around and shoot things rhythmically. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's going to do it for Rhythm Cafe. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.